I demand you leave. The man shifted before her, transforming into a large gray wolf. He bared his teeth with a threatening growl. Bane snarled in response. The hairs on the wolf's neck stood as he hunkered low to the ground. Kayla lifted her palm, shooting her alpha power at the shifter. She'd hoped to give warning, but her magic did nothing. Kayla had never met a creature who was unaffected by her magic. The wolf snapped, and Bane launched herself at the threatening beast. Before Kayla could command her to stop, Bane charged at him with her mouth open, snarling. The much larger wolf snapped at Bane, biting into the back of her neck. It shook her and threw her aside. Kayla shouted, knocked an arrow, and shot at the large gray wolf. She missed. The wolf stared at her with glowing red eyes. Blood dripped from his snarling lips and cruel, sharp teeth. Kayla reached for another arrow, but the wolf lunged at her before she could take aim. Kayla turned and launched into a sprint. She hurtled over the underbrush and the fallen trees. Her feet sank into the mud as she rushed away, the wolf right on her heels, its lips curled back to show its fangs. Kayla ran desperately, using every bit of her strength to escape the relentless shifter. She had no idea who the man was or why he was chasing her. She was defenseless against him. Her heart thumped in her ears as fear trickled into her blood. She reached out to Bane through their mental link, but felt nothing. She slipped on a muddy patch near the bank of a shallow creek. The wolf lunged at her leg, grabbing hold of her pants. She fell hard on her chest, her palms smashing into sharp stones. The wolf tugged her backward, snarling. Her exposed flesh raked over the pointed stones, cutting 100 tears in her skin. She turned onto her back, kicking at him. He yanked her harder, and she missed. She kicked again, her heel smashing into his eye. The wolf let her go, and she flipped over on all fours, scrambling to her feet. Before she could stand, the wolf pounced on her back. Sharp fangs sank into her neck. She screamed, but the sound was cut off by the pressure of his teeth. She fell, her body crashing into the jagged gravel. Kayla woke with a start and sat up in bed. Sweat dripped from her brow and down the crevice between her breasts. "What's wrong?" Jagger asked from the other side of the bed. "A bad dream." "What happened?" "A wolf shifter was chasing me. My magic had no effect on him. He hurt Bane and was trying to hurt me. Kill me. He told me I don't belong here." "It was just a dream." "Yes," she said with a sleepy sigh. "Just a dream." She slipped from bed and grabbed the lantern on the way on her way out the door. Hurrying down the stairs, she crept into the night to use the outhouse. After relieving herself, she tiptoed back toward the house. The light from her lantern reflected in a glinting pair of eyes at the edge of the forest down the lane. She padded toward the trees, her bare feet freezing in the cold night air. Her heart raced as she followed the glinting eyes. She reached the edge of the village and held her lantern high, peering into the darkness of the forest. A transparent wolf stepped from between the trees, its teeth bared in warning. Its eyes gleamed in the lamplight, and Kayla gasped. Dropping the lantern, she turned and sprinted back to the house, slamming the door behind her. "I saw it outside," she said, climbing into bed next to Jagger. "What did you see?" he asked, his voice thick with sleep. "The ghost wolf from my dream." "We're covered in ghosts. You know they can't hurt you. Just go back to sleep." "Right," she said with a sigh. "They can't hurt me." Unable to sleep, Kayla lay awake deep into the night. Bane jumped onto the bed beside her and snuggled into her side, warming her as she shivered under her furs. Jagger snored softly beside her, his feet colder than her own. When she finally drifted